Hello, Libra. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. This is going to be a reading from May 2023, or whenever this message finds you. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, Ascended Masters, what are the messages for Libra at this time, please? Messages for Libra at this time. Thank you. Your first card out is the number 6, the Divine Physician. Your second card is the 4 of Roses, Views of the Ego. Your third card is the 5 of Scrolls, Diversity. On the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Keys, the Chess Game. This card could indicate potentially some type of conflict around you, Libra, that you should become aware. Potentially you're already aware of it. But this card is asking you to be aware of the so-called players in the chess game around you. Take note of those people around you and how they play out in your chess game, so to speak. And if you want to continue to play with these partners, or if you do not. The bottom line for that card is to be a, how is it worded? It is to watch and wait. It's something to the effect of be something, I can't remember now, I apologize. Be a mindful observer, I think it says, and watch and wait. So that may be relevant for some of you, Libra. I'm going to clarify these Akashic Tarot cards with the Everyday Witch Tarot. On the Divine Physician, we have Strength. That is absolutely beautiful, Libra. On Views of the Ego, 9 of Swords. This is telling a tale for me already. On the 5 of Scrolls, Diversity, we have the 9 of Cups. This is awesome, Libra. That's awesome. The 9 of Cups is, of course, wishes fulfilled. The Make-A-Wish card on the bottom of the deck, the 3 of Wands. And I generally tend to feel that the cards on the bottom of the deck clarify each other. So if there is a situation that you're in right now, Libra, that feels like some type of a chess game, perhaps the 3 of Wands is, it's a card about teamwork, potential travel, and things of that nature. So however that would tie in with you, maybe there's someone that you're trying to collaborate with right now. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be a business partnership or even a family relationship, and maybe the advice right now is the best thing to do is at this time to watch and wait, as the chess game says, the chess game Akashic Tarot card, so that when the time comes, you're prepared for whatever growth, teamwork, expansion there may be with that 3 of Wands. Maybe somehow those two are affecting each other. The first card's out for you, the Divine Physician, clarified by the number 8, the Strength card. The divine physician, you can see this divine deity here. It's not called, Jesus in the Akashic Tarot. It's, I believe it's the Celtic name is Dion Celt or something like that. Kite. I apologize. I'm sure that I'm saying that incorrectly, but you can see that he is pouring healing into this other entity here, and this indicates a time of divine upliftment and healing for you right now, Libra. You could be offering this type of healing yourself to someone else. Maybe you are sharing your gifts with someone spiritually, but you could also be experiencing this yourself through a teacher, a mentor. But this card indicates it's a time of divine healing right now. And with the Strength card, she is most powerful there. As you can see, looks like a little tornado in the background there, and she's not even turning her back to look over her shoulder. She has complete control over it. And this is telling me that these two cards together is that you have a certain amount of power, Libra, over your own healing, over your own, as we all do. But it's an indicator of, excuse me for tripping over my words, it could be a spiritual healing. It could be an actual ailment that has been plaguing you for some time. But it could also be the healing of a relationship, potentially. But a key component in healing and teaching others to heal, Libra, is your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs behind. So, in other words, I apologize again, Mercury retrograde, for struggling with my words. There can be many people who would preach, so to speak, and tell you that there's a certain way that you should have to live, but there are people that you can witness actually living a certain way that is the same way that they speak of living, not necessarily preach, but you have the strength within you to change whatever it is about your life that you may want to change, Libra. For your healing, for the healing of those people around you. I know that there are some situations where people are dealing with issues that, my heart goes out to you. I'm sure some of you have family and friends and loved ones that could be dealing with serious medical issues. And no, you're not responsible for that. But in your spirit, in your ability to hold their hand, maybe you can't smile because your heart is breaking because somebody may be dealing with something that could be, very serious. And just your presence is what I'm trying to say, Libra, is a healing force in and of itself. You can see the light pouring from this being into this one, and we're all capable of that. It seems like it's getting farther and farther away sometimes in this world, the way things are now, but we are all capable of pouring that healing light into each other, Libra. But again, don't forget to pour that into yourself as well. The next card's out for you. The Four of Roses, Views of the Ego, clarified by the Nine of Swords. The Views of the Ego card, you can see three entities here. looking into a mirror. There's only one, this guy in the middle, reflection looking back, and he's looking kind of, I guess haughty would be a good word. That's really dating me. He's kind of arrogantly looking back at them. This card can indicate that there's someone around you who potentially is very selfish, Libra. It could be that you have given this person many chances before to prove that they would change, or that they were not as maybe egotistical as you thought, and they have continued to show you that they are. So this card is indicating now is a time for you to really acknowledge something for what it is. And if someone is around you that has been selfish and thinking about things only from the perspective of how they affect them, you know if this is you and if this is your situation. And so this card is suggesting to you that it may be time for you to decide whether you want to continue to allow this person into your space and allow them to continue into your life. And with the Nine of Swords clarifying this, I feel like some of you may have been going through a lot of self-torture about this, and what is right, what is wrong, and what is acceptable. About relationships in general, maybe, and maybe you're staying together because it's what you're supposed to do, because it's what's expected of you from friends or family or your church or your religion, or because you have children. There are many, many reasons. And comfortability is a very difficult codependent state to break free from, Libra. So I apologize for going on, but I feel that some of you maybe needed to hear that it's okay for you to see this person for what they are, because you're right. If your intuition has been telling you, then start to listen to it. If you have not been listening to it, start to listen to it. Pay attention to it. And this Views of the Ego card, it ultimately asks you to see the divine within yourself every time you look into an actual mirror, Libra. See the divine within yourself there, and appreciate the divine being that is within you. And that is, of course, not in an egotistical way. It is in a way of all of us being part of something larger, a point of light that is part of a larger light. Each of us, with our point of light, makes up a larger light, a larger being. And when you come to do that, and you come to recognize that the divine being that's in the mirror, then you will not accept anything that is less than what you deserve, Libra. And that is respect, and to be loved, and to be honored. And if someone is not treating you that way, with love and respect, it's up to you entirely to make the decision whether you want that to continue in your life. So the Nine of Swords, of course, she's up all night. She's worrying about things, and it's up to her to see that sunrise coming up through the window and decide that today is another day, and to lay those swords down and to move on. I'm not saying that it's easy. I'm not saying that it's going to be fun, but it will be worth it. It will be worth it. When you can put those swords down, put that anxiety, that depression down, the worry and grief, then you can walk away. You can see yourself in a different way, Libra. So please, see the divine within you every time you look in a mirror. The next card's out for you, the Five of Scrolls, Diversity, and the Nine of Cups. Another set of beautiful cards here. With the Five of Scrolls, Diversity, you can see the lands here. This lady has scrolls on the table and in her hand, some books over here. She's obviously a wise woman, one who is obviously diversified in many ways, and that is what this card is indicating for you right now. Diversify in your relationships, in your business, in your friendships, whatever this may mean for you. As much as you can right now, you should diversify. And it will only come back to you. The more that you widen your scope, the more that you put that out into the universe, that you're open. When you don't close yourself off to one way of thinking, to one way of feeling, or one way of believing, you know, you can change your mindset whenever you decide to do so, Libra. And so when you do that, this is indicating to me, with the Nine of Cups clarifying this, that when you open your mind, when you allow yourself to try new things, go new places, meet new people, when you do that, you will open yourself up to this Nine of Cups. And that is absolutely beautiful for you, because that is absolutely, ultimately, wishes fulfilled. And the Diversity card is indicating a period of expansion. So you're going to go farther than you planned, Libra. You're going to have so many opportunities, and just visualize what you want. Visualize what you want. Think about the things that you want to do. If that is, you know, how you want to build a business, if it's that you want to travel, if whatever it is that is important to you, whatever it is that brings you joy, try to bring more of that into your life, especially. And that will bring you so much happiness, Libra. These are absolutely beautiful messages for you. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck. And thanks so much for taking your time to come and watch this video and support my channel, Libra. I appreciate every single view and every like and every subscribe. Thank you, every one of you. I appreciate you. What is the Shaman's Dream Oracle message? You know, that one just jumped out, so I'm going to take it. And I see from, even though it's upside down, I see the word ego. And that's going to be an amazing message to go with this Views of the Ego message you've already received. Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation. Reduces to a 13. It's a 58. Reduces to a 13. Reduces to a 4. This is going to be interesting. My curiosity is piqued. Vanishing Mirror, Ego Sublimation, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility. Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you Do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe? This here is okay, but over there, well, that may be too risky. Judgment, fear, self-righteousness, and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We are all products of our conditioning. So remember that this is part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect. Even if it appears ambitious, it is still too narrow. You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself this way, you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you can let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation, in service to the divine. Doesn't it feel good? I apologize sincerely for getting choked up reading that, Libra, but these messages were obviously meant for you, for someone there listening very clearly, because for these two cards from different decks to mirror each other, to show two mirrors, both of them talking about ego, and you're seeing yourself as the divine and your limitless possibilities. That's just a beautiful message for you, Libra. So I truly, truly hope that that hits home for you, because you are a divine being. The divine dwells within you. And you should believe that, because it is a fact. I'm going to pull another card for you right now. This is the Divine Abundance deck from Tasha Silver. And all of the decks that I have used will be down in the description box below. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, Libra. May looks to be a beautiful time for you. Love and light to you. Enjoy it. What is the final message, please, from the Divine Abundance deck for Libra at this time? Thank you. Courage. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. Look out for those steps, Libra. I believe that if you pay attention, those synchronicities and those so-called coincidences are leading you on a path right now of divine healing, potentially getting more in touch with your divine self, and diversifying so that you can find your way to this Nine of Cups. Beautiful messages for you, Libra. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Love and light.